First part of the video is on how to form or write the letter D, lowercase d, in Fundations using their wording. Then we'll talk about the proper way to say the sound associated with that letter. Finally, we'll kind of troubleshoot what you can do if your child or student struggles with forming or writing the letter D. Okay, the first part is the Fundations verbiage. So it goes like this. D is a plain line round letter. It starts on the plain line, just like a C. Go to the plain line, go back, down, and around to the grass line, all the way back up to the sky line, trace back down to the grass line. D, dog, d. That's their verbiage. Now when we make the sound associated with the D, it's my tongue. If you look in the mirror and I have my kids watch my tongue, I'll open my teeth a little bit and my mouth a little bit so they can see. And I'll do a d, 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 d. And I'll ask them, is my tongue moving a lot or is my tongue just moving a little bit? And I'd be like, I was just moving a little bit. Yep, you're right. So when you make the D, we want to make sure your tongue is just moving just a little bit too. So d, d. It's not duh, because duh is two sounds. It's the d sound and the s sound. Now, the most common error, I'm sure we all know, if when writing a D, is they end up with a B. Because directionality is tricky for kids, younger kids, directionality remains tricky for a lot of kids with or people with dyslexia as well. So when I go to write my D, the best way I've found to help them with that is to say, okay, so what letter is this? And they would say, what's a C? So watch this. If I can make a C, then I can make a D. If I can make a C, then I can make a D. I also will sometimes say C, up, 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 and back down, D. C, up, 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 and back down, D. I've kind of used both over the years, kind of bounce between the two. They both work well for my students. So that, to me, is the best way to really get them to start writing it properly. In general, we talk about B's and D's are kind of tricky because, boy, they sure look alike. So I'm going to write a B here, and I'm going to write a D here. So if I'm just wanting them to be able to tell the difference between a B and a D, this is a little more helpful for the reading portion. I can have both of them there, and then we can talk about them. Okay, so I'm going to make my, this is a B, and I'm going to put a belly button on it, and I'm going to put a head, an arm, and some legs. And then on my D, I'm going to do the same thing. Belly button, arm, legs. And so which way is this B walking? Is it walking towards the letters or is it walking out the window? And as I've noted in many of my videos, I have a window on the left side of my room, and so we use that as a reference. If you don't, you can just put a window on here. It really helps kids with directionality, knowing which way, probably about 7 or 8, maybe even as many as 10 letters do I talk about the window and or the alphabet strip. So is my B, is it going to hang out with the letters or is it going out the window? And they would say it's going to hang out with the letters. And that's because he is the baby, and the letters love to have the baby. So like, oh, come on in, baby. And so the B goes walking and hangs out with the letters. You can see the B video for more on that. But our D is just he does not like hanging out with the letters. Let me tell you why. His belly is like a drum. And by the way, the word drum starts with the letter D, but we don't say the D sound when we make that letter, when we make that word. Any DR words actually sound like JR words. So it's not uncommon to see kids spelling the word dream like this or this because they think the G says the J sound. Because when you say it, dream, drum, any DR word, when I go to smush those two sounds together, it, because of co-articulation, affects my D, the sound of the D's, and is no longer a D sound. But I do use the fact that the D has a belly that's a drum, and when he walks up to the letters, they go, oh, come on in, D, and they bang on his belly, and he's like, get off me, what are you doing? And so he does not like hanging out with the letters. And in my classroom, I will walk up and act like I'm a D, and they act like they're banging on my belly, and they think it's the best thing ever. I think it sticks well that way too. So, but anyway, so they bang on his belly, so he is not hanging out with the letters. He is going out the window. And again, that's a little bit more for the B versus D when reading, but it also can just kind of solidify which direction they go.